Yuletide.
I don't know what either of those things are. Yuletide. What does that even mean?
You say it like it's 2 words.
Yuletide is one
like
word?
Like roll tide.
That's what I thought it was.
Right.
I wish I were kidding
like
me.
Alabama, right? Alabama.
Yeah.
Roll tide.
Roll tide. But like
Yuletide is just like, I don't know. It's just the Christmas season.
Yuletide.
What? I didn't think it's like German or something.
I know, but now that word is like, it's like one of those words where now we've ruined it because we've said it more times than anybody should. And now I'm like, is that a word? What are words?
I know what you mean. I agree.
And I'm like, is it 2 words? Is it 1 word? What does it mean? What does Yule? It's like a Yule log. No, I'm not at all. God, I wish I were. Maybe I'd be able to understand this. Anyways.
Remember when you did get high? Well, I mean, like
on
extra high. Yeah.
Oh,
the one that was so great. And we did like the supercut.
Oh, man. That was funny. That was a funny episode. Yeah.
We could probably do that to all of them, though. Like, how much more?
Chop it up. Right.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm excited that 'tis the season and the lights are up. However, I'm not. I a month ago, if you would have asked me, hey, Sarah, do you like daylight savings? I would have been like, yeah, I love it. I love when it gets dark early. Da-da-da. Nope. Now I hate it. I hate it. I don't know what happened this year. It's the worst. I hate it.
What do you think happened to you? Somebody's happy, I think.
Maybe.
I think that's a sign of like, you're happy, Sarah.
Because now I want, you know what? You actually might be fucking right with that.
Oh my God.
Because what I am sad about is that there are less daylight hours for me to be outside and do fun things.
Wow.
And before, what I was happy about was that there were
bedtime.
Yes.
Night.
Oh
my God.
Oh, good. You just cracked the case. That might be because I'm happy.
Well, you deserve it. We have really waited a long time.
Well, would you look at that? I like it.
You're such a grown-up lady.
I know.
With your joy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm taking some dogs for a walk, and it was too dark.
Like,
I don't like this. I want to go for a walk with the dogs.
Let the sun shine in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is really crazy. And
wow, I didn't that. Wow, you don't know until you. That's interesting. Go ahead.
I don't want to expose you.
Yeah.
But Sarah did confess. I don't want to ruin your brand or anything.
Oh, ruin my brand.
But Sarah did confess that like this year, she didn't even like really get into Halloween.
I know. Not even at all.
Oh my God.
I was like, let's have happy stuff. Like, okay. And no joke. Somebody sent this little form which is so cute to do. It's such a good idea, by the way, to do a Google Docs form, like, Google form. Mm-hmm. Send it to your friends to get everybody's address.
Oh, right.
Genius. Yeah. And you can put whatever question you want. What's your partner's name? Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. One of my friends said, what's your favorite holiday? And I was like.
You had like an identity crisis.
I did. I said.
What is it?
I want to put Halloween, but right now it's Christmas.
Oh my God. You're turning into like Elf.
My heart is grown 2 sizes.
Oh, that is so fun.
I think that might be right.
I do too.
So that is very funny that we just realized this. And look, I'm wearing red and green. And
oh my God, yeah. She's in the spirit. We'll come in here next time and you'll have like Christmas lights.
Yep. And I don't want to start a fight. And I know I've monopolized this conversation.
This took a real left turn.
Yes, it's going to.
Oh my God.
Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses absolutely is my favorite Christmas song. It is a Christmas song. I've already listened to it. I better be careful or it'll become my #1 most played song by on Spotify Wrapped. I don't know when they cut that shit off because I have already listened to that probably 40 times.
Oh my shit.
And I'm going to also admit something crazy. It could be because I was like low estrogen that day. I cried listening to it.
Oh my God. Something is happening here. Are you like, you're like the Virgin Mary, like you might be with child somehow.
Yeah, right.
Miraculously. That's what this feels like.
Yeah, I've got joy, like overflowing. Hope. Oh my God. What? Who has this?
I hope we can still do this show.
Yeah. Oh my God. Check me in.
Wow.
I hope we can still do this. So
let's see how this goes, everybody.
Yes, that is what that was my announcement.
Christ.
I listened to it and then I could not stop crying. I was like, this is just such a, sometimes you just want to do Christmas by yourself and then a Christmas miracle happens and it's just such a lovely song and
Is that what it's about?
Sort of. Let me tell you the story of Christmas wrapping.
It's like we're gathering around the tree.
Gather around the Yuletide.
Yeah,
the Yuletide log.
The Yule log.
The Yule log. That's
the
it.
story of Sarah's Christmas.
Okay. So in Christmas wrapping, it's about this girl who's like single, living by herself. And she meets this guy one time at the ski shop, the local ski shop. She meets this guy.
Is ridiculous.
But she got his number, but she didn't have the time. She was like, I'm too busy. Things got in the way. Then they make plans in the summer, and they're supposed to go out to the boat, but she ends up getting a really bad sunburn, and she can't go. And she's like, oh, this is not going to work. And then around Halloween, like really bad.
She's still standing by that this is a Christmas song.
It is.
She got a sunburn.
Then another Christmas. Then it's fall time, and there's a Halloween party, but she didn't want to go because she's like, I'm just gonna turn this. I'm like, I'm gonna just spend the season by myself.
Sounds like a self-saboteur.
Yeah, she was like, I've tried. It was like 2 Christmases of like come and gone. She's like, things aren't going well, and then. Finally, she's like, I'm just going to have Christmas by myself. I'm going to go get like a tiny turkey and like just to have a small Christmas. And then she goes out, but she like, she forgot something at the store. She like forgets something. So she has to go.
The song is longer than the song.
Yes, it is.
Ahead.
So she forgets something at the store. So then she has to go to the store. And in the line at the grocery store is the same guy that she has been trying to get with all year. So she's like, and then she makes a little joke. She's like, what, you mean you forgot cranberries too? Oh, that's what she forgot, cranberries. So she's like, you forgot cranberries too? And then he's like, no, I just wanted like Christmas by myself. And so they end up meeting up and have it like, and then they get to be together because they met up in line and it was all like meant to be. And fate.
Okay.
It feels like that. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. What? This is
not normal
crazy
behavior.
It isn't. I must be in love or something or like that.
I think you might be,
I am
Sarah.
literally drinking out of a cup that says witchy right now. So I'm trying to stay on brand.
It looks Christmassy though. It's green. Oh, no, it's black. It's black. Okay.
It's got a cauldron on it. Come on. We're not.
Oh my
we haven't completely lost ourselves.
Wow.
Isn't that silly? So that's what it's about.
Yes, it is.
And it is the best Christmas song. It's
except for all the other ones.
No,
literally.
and I in fairness, I gave them all a shot. I listened to Nat King Cole. I listened to Johnny Mathis' Winter Wonderland album.
Bing Crosby.
I went old school to hang up all the Christmas decorations.
Jeez.
And then on my drive home, I was like,
something was
missing.
Man. You had a Waitresses
Christmas
shaped hole
wrapping
in your heart.
I sure did. That could only be soothed by one thing, and it's the sound of those little ding, 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 ding.
Anytime you bring this up, a lot of people come to your defense. So
thank God.
You're not alone.
Thank God.
Not alone.
I have my other Christmas, my Waitresses.
Yeah, but it is non-traditional. I mean, that's.
Yes, I will agree. But there are way worse songs. There you go. That's all I was waiting.
Great.
I was waiting
to
tell you.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I've been waiting to tell you about, and that is how great Thrive Cosmetics is.
Oh, my goodness. I was just thinking I need to re-up my collection because it's the winter season.
Yeah.
And I need a lighter shade. Yes.
So we were about to start recording, and she's like, whoa, I need to go to the beach.
Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Time for another shade. But I love
hear you,
them.
but they got 32 of the brilliant eye brightener, so there's plenty.
Oh my God, really? I've only tried like 2.
Shades. Oh my gosh. The world is your oyster.
I know.
And they have everything that you could ever want. And the makeup is top notch. The Infinity waterproof eyeliner, of course, the liquid lash extensions mascara, which is the GOAT.
Yes, it really is. We will never use anything else.
Never.
And everybody around me is converted.
Yeah. And for real, anyone that tries it loves it.
Yes. Is there any of your close friends that don't use that?
I don't know anybody.
I don't know any of them.
No. Because
my girlfriend,
we're
my aunt, all my friends, we're like, yeah, what are you doing? Because we do that thing where we're like, first one's free. So we'll buy them. We'll be like, okay, everybody's birthday, that's what they get. When I had my girlfriend trip,
gift exchange
and we all had to bring our favorite item to give. That's what I brought. And
that was very generous.
And then people swapped because that's what they wanted.
Yes, right.
I had the gift that everybody wanted to.
Right.
Trade
and then
for.
you lose it. But hey, we're happy for whoever gets it. And all their products are great. I use the bronzer. I use the setting spray. I use everything. Complete your fall look. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/braincandy for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/braincandy. And all of our codes, as always, are on our website, thebraincandypodcast.com. All right. Wow. We got in the spirit. Okay.
Yeah, sure did. Didn't think I was going to spend 10 minutes talking about that.
I liked it.
Okay, good.
Okay. On Hulu, there is a series called Into the Void, and it is about heavy metal music.
Oh, I want to see this. Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's maybe 10 episodes or something, and each one's about a different like heavy metal narrative. And I've watched a few, but there was one that I watched the other day that was about Judas Priest. And I'm not a heavy metal gal per se, but I do find the fans of heavy metal to be adorable.
Yes, they are.
They're always sweet little teddy bears inside. Remember when you said how like at a heavy metal concert, like all the guys there are like with their high school sweethearts? That really stuck with me because they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, like these are like the most loyal, sweet guys I've ever met. Like Adam's a heavy metal guy. My brother Dave is a heavy metal guy. It's just, they're so nice.
They are the nicest guys. And there's all these studies that show that people who like heavy metal music, like having that outlet or something must provide some sort of balance or like, I don't know what it is. It's the same way that people who are goth have the best relationship with death.
Right, I see what you mean. I can see the connection.
It's like we've talked about this a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, love it.
Well, okay, so Judas Priest, they gave this story of basically it's in the milieu of the Satanic Panic.
Yeah.
Where like everyone was fucking freaked out about
they love to do the upside down crosses. They were into that.
I would say the artists lean into like stoking the flames, so to speak. But in this case, there were these two young men. They were teenagers, but I'm not sure how old exactly, who were obsessed with Judas Priest, and they were listening to them and decided to die by suicide.
Oh goodness!
Right, okay. And so, but it was the circumstances were so weird. They weren't on drugs or anything, but they listened to it, and then they like ran to the park, and they were like, "Let's do it," and they did. But here's what's bonky. First of all, there's a trial then to determine whether Judas Priest is responsible.
That is okay. Yeah.
What's bonky though, and it didn't become clear until like way far into it, was that one of these young men survived. And so he his face was like, you have to Google the guy. Okay.
Oh my. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh man, that is really
horrific.
That is really hard, and the survivor guilt for that would be horrendous. Like,
so they show all these interviews where his mom, who was evangelical, and didn't like that he liked this music to begin with, is saying that this caused it. It like messed with his head. It made him think like that was the way out of life and whatever, or out of the misery and stuff. And then he would sort of agree, and he would say, yeah, like this music had this effect on me. But then he said in one interview, like, yeah, it made her go crazy. And then she goes, could you understand him? He said it made him go crazy. And he goes, it made you go crazy. And he pointed to her. So it became clear that like she was sort of directing this story of like, it's this evil Satan music.
Right.
And he was basically saying like, she thinks it's this music. Okay.
Yeah.
So they agree to have this trial on the grounds, because otherwise it's always protected speech. It's normally considered like First Amendment. This is like, they're allowed to sing about this stuff.
Right.
But then once the judge had been persuaded that there could be subliminal messages, they got really into that. Remember during Satanic?
Yeah,
Panic,
they sure did. That you play something backwards and
right. So the judge was like, okay, well, we can go to trial. Let's see. Anyway, right before the trial, the guy that survived then died from drugs. So now their witness is gone. And they had Judas Priest on trial, and they made them like testify and all this stuff. And how do you convince somebody that like
that you're not?
Yeah.
Right.
What turned the trial around was when they took a different part of the song and then said that they reversed it and pretended like it said silly stuff. Mm-hmm. And you could hear it. If you wanted to hear the silly stuff, you could.
Right.
So then in the end, they were found not guilty or whatever. So they didn't have to like get censored because it was going to be a big deal.
Yeah, it is. That's a very big deal. And I think that did you see the documentary about the Juggalos?
No.
The Insane Clown Posse?
I know not who you mean, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, it's a must-see. And I am not a fan of their music.
Yeah.
But I am a big fan of them.
Yeah,
and these
they are
cool.
Smart
guys.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because their fans are insane. Which you're like, so it makes sense. But
yeah,
it was them against the FBI for a lot of these similar like what they're fighting for. Yeah. That they said they were a gang, all this stuff. Right. And it is a fascinating documentary. That might be worth it for the book club.
Yeah.
To do one on like censorship and on First Amendment. That's because I really like that documentary.
Yes, and
it would
such an interesting concept.
We could talk about it for hours.
Right. Because it is the idea of like the unknown is very scary to people. And if something feels like, wait, what are they singing about? And why are they yelling and screaming? And why do they wear their face paint like that? The insane clown posse, whatever. It feels scary to like suburban moms at church.
And I think people who are used to that like hell, Satan, evil, demon thing to point at are looking for something to point at for the pain and suffering and bad shit that happens in the world.
Yeah. And the imagery
it's really easy
in
to
the Bible,
point to that.
in like apocalyptic books like Revelation or Daniel, those images are what like the heavy metal and stuff exploits
Right.
to be entertaining and to be provocative. It's by design.
Absolutely.
But then some people take it seriously.
And then they're like it's like why on Halloween we do blood, guts, and gore. Because it's
taboo.
Mm-hmm. And you lean into that. And
like
I wouldn't normally decorate with body parts, but on Halloween you do.
For special occasions.
It's like that's what it is. It's just like a way of, and we all love it. We're like, ooh, look at we're like pushing ourselves to and there's some comfort that we must feel in controlled fear of like playing out these things in a safe, controlled environment. Getting to sing about
it's the roller coaster thing.
Yeah.
And like they said in the documentary, you could understand too why these moms would want to believe it's the music. Because if it's not the music, it might be that he was truly sad and you didn't notice. And you didn't do enough.
That exactly. That is
you can see why the incentive there to be like,
absolutely.
It's this Satan shit.
Yes. Because then you have something to point at. You have something to say.
Yeah.
This is to blame the fear on, the worry, you don't have to look in the mirror.
Remember when I had breakfast with Alice Cooper though?
Right. I always think, whenever I think about that, I always see him in full makeup.
I wish.
I know.
He's an old softie. I'll tell you what else is soft, Sarah, and that is my Honey Love leggings.
Yes, soft and going to last as long as all those movies I've been referencing.
Right, and
because it's about how long I've had them, and no pilling, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading an article about how some very fancy brands do not last or hold up over time.
Right.
And Honey Love
get your money's worth.
Absolutely does. Yes.
And like everyone's getting ready for the holiday parties and you want to have good shapewear. And they make the best shapewear in the world. The bras, the shapewear for the bottoms, you will love them. And they feel comfy. The compression stuff does not feel restricting and makes your curves look 10 out of 10.
Oh, yes.
And it's super high quality and you're going to love it. Treat yourself or someone you love to Honey Love this holiday season. And right now you can save 20% at honeylove.com/braincandy. Just use our exclusive link, honeylove.com/braincandy to grab your discount. After you order, they'll ask you where you heard about Honey Love. So please support our show. Let them know we sent you. Celebrate the season feeling confident and comfortable with Honey Love.
Yes. And leggings. I call those eating pants.
For sure. And I like in the winter, it's so cold. If I wear like a short dress, I'll just wear leggings with it. And it looks super cute with like boots or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a good option too. Those leggings are great. Okay. The documentary, Into the Void, it's a series. It's great. You will love it. Bad news. IQs are dropping.
I could have fucking told you that. Have you been outside? Have you talked to
met people?
Right. Yeah. I could have told easy because we're not doing like, wow, what is it called?
Thinking?
Yeah, like thinking, but there's a word for it. It starts with this
critical thought.
Yes. Oh my God.
We got there.
That is not the word that you want to forget. That it shows you. See, kids? Screens are rotting your brains.
Don't do screens.
Don't do screens. Screens are the new drugs. This is your brain on screens. That's what we need. A commercial like that. How will they even see it though? Nobody watches TV.
Right. We have to promote this on screen. Ugh. Okay. Well, here's the scoop. So, I mean, humans were morons for a really, really long time.
So long. Right.
And then at the turn of the 20th century, the Industrial Revolution, things started really heating up.
Yes. We were coming up with some good ideas then.
We really were. And IQs were on an upward trend. and it was brought about by a few things, nutrition, of course,
Yeah.
less lead exposure, but also just modern life and the way that modern life existed lent itself to like improved thinking.
It was like stimulating in just the right way. There's a bell curve for that, I would have meant.
Well, evidently there is. We were hoping there wasn't. But they called that the Flynn effect because of the social scientists that sort of discovered it. But it was basically a kind of, they called it like a brain software update, uploaded to sort of the collective mind that was like better education, which trained students to reason with like hypotheticals, like abstract thought.
Yes.
Instead of just memorizing facts, and like the jobs, like office and industrial jobs, let workers sort of think about ideas and come up with new things instead of just like physical objects, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they said that mass media exposed audience to unfamiliar places and perspectives, like when people are watching TV.
And that'll like make you think differently, exposure to different things. Right. Oh, very good point. Yes.
So they were like, people were getting really good at like classifying, generalizing, and thinking outside of their own experiences. It was
and
like
doing some brain shortcuts. Yeah.
Right. And these are all things that IQ tests measure. But today's media ain't great.
Nope, doing the opposite.
That's exactly what it said. Instead of expanding our sense of the world, it shrinks it.
Yep.
So we are at the center of our own private little dumb universe, surrounded by voices that insist that everything is so easy to consume.
Oh, God, it's bad, Susie.
And that so basically, starting in, I think it was the early 2000s, this study went up until 2018. So not even including the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it said that IQ started declining.
Doesn't even include AI.
Right. And IQ was just starting to go boop, 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 boop.
Oof.
And the worst, it was across gender, across race, across class, wealth, all that. But it was the worst for 18 to 22-year-olds without an education. They were hit the worst.
That makes sense.
But it's a real bummer, man.
Well, so one of the things that I remember from, I don't know, grad school or something like that, where I was learning how to learn, how people learn something, and what it takes for ideas to really go from short-term memory to long-term memory, which is really what you want for an idea to be in our minds,
Yeah.
And one of the things that's really important, they were talking about study techniques and how to study, that you can't just cram right before a test, that you need time to process. You need time to sleep. You need time in between. This is kind of connected to when we were talking about time speeding up and how there are too many things happening, that I think that we also need time to just like integrate ideas and process things and allow things to just kind of, I don't know, we have to like chew it over in our minds for a bit, for the idea to then, for us to almost like have a relationship with that new idea, to then create metaphors from it or comparisons or categorize it or whatever it may be. But I think we are jumping from little pieces of information, which they're not even good pieces of information, just kernel to kernel to kernel to kernel, and not really getting any nutrients from it.
You're right, because something that they were really focused on is how, because of the way that social media and the consumption of news and stuff happens now.
Yes.
Things that go down this sort of filter in this sieve, by the time that sort of the average consumer receives it, it is so diluted. So like, think about this. We have the initial study, And I did look at it, but the way that I found it was through New York Magazine, right? So New York Magazine had written an article about the study. So it's filtered down to New York Magazine. Then now I've read it. Now I'm telling all of our listeners about it.
Correct.
Right? So we're getting further and further away from the real like meat.
Right.
And I'm trying to make it into a bite-sized cocktail party style conversation.
Right. And we all know that like nuance and all that goes to die on the internet.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that has a place. We all enjoy that. That's fucking what morning fucking radio has been for all the time.
Right.
It just meant to sort of be like this initial like little bite-sized fun thing till we go to an ad.
Yeah, and to get you curious.
Yes, but then if it ends,
right,
and that's the end of the story, well, you are getting ripped off, and your brain is suffering.
Yeah.
Stop getting your news from podcasters, from TikTokers, from influencers. Get your news like every morning. Thank God it takes me a long time to get my makeup on. I am so informed because that's when I listen to NPR, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's when I listen to the news. And it takes some time. But please, my God, stop getting your news from TikTok.
Right.
Because this ain't news, everybody.
Right.
What I'm doing
is entertainment.
News. Yes.
Yeah.
Where are your friends?
And it needs to be consumed like entertainment.
But everyone's getting their news from these morons on TikTok.
I think there's, you know what, it's interesting because there's a desire to learn, but we've confused learning with like, and there's a way to include entertainment in learning, but it feels like we want all of our learning to be exciting. And maybe there's something about that is.
Well, that's the thing. That I remember initially when I was
articles are boring.
Singing the praises of NPR. And I remember when I said, part of how I know that it's legitimate is how boring it is.
Right.
And because my mom really likes to be entertained by her news, and she'll admit it, which is one thing about Peg I really appreciate. She doesn't even know what to not say.
Yeah.
You know? So like I learn a lot
from
her because of that. She says
the
quiet
part thing out loud.
Yeah. Yes. But I think a lot of people, if they're honest, that's why they watch those shows on like quote unquote news stations that are like debates.
Right.
That's not news.
Right. Those are people's opinion. Right.
That's editorializing.
Yes.
It's a totally different thing. But how are you supposed to? Everybody's busy. I get it.
Right.
And
we want to be entertained more than, because if we actually get the news and the information, it, like you said, it's kind of boring. It's kind of,
and it usually is like, yep, it's the thing that you thought.
Right. So many times.
Like Occam's razor, for real.
Yeah, it is like that.
But anyway, it is consequential. We are getting dumber.
What's the remedy?
Well, the remedy is it takes intention. You have to then seek out things that are not opinion. And that's harder to find. Journalism is harder to find now because newspapers are being gutted by investors and like billionaires that are buying up things. And so you do have to be intentional, and people are fucking busy, and I get it.
Yeah, but I feel almost like it'll be interesting to see what happens with, because what you were saying about the Industrial Revolution, or there are these moments that then allow for another spike in intelligence. And I wonder what our next spike is going to be, because there will be one. There will be something. I mean, unless the human race dies out, you know. But
there's also the problem that ignorance used to be embarrassing. That if you didn't know anything, there was shame and stigma, and there isn't now. The loudest is the winner, not the most intelligent or the most educated.
That's true.
In fact, a lot of people are cynical about education and expertise.
I mean, this is just further. I feel like what this leads to inevitably is we're gonna have even more divide in two classes, and then it's gonna go into that Gattaca, like 2 classes, because there are people who can, like, AI is gonna be like, you have to pay to use that to get all the answers that you want, and then people won't know how to learn anymore.
It's also, they were also sort of emphasizing that it isn't specifically the screen. It's that we don't have, that we're getting all these opinions, and the human brain really can't take all of that. But I do think the antidote almost all the time is human connection in real life.
Yeah. Well, it's real life, like real life.
In person.
And even
talking.
Even different, like you don't even have to talk about that subject. In fact, don't. Just be with the person and share a meal. That's why I loved Anthony Bourdain so much.
Yeah.
All right.
We all know the answers. They're just hard.
Right. And they're even harder when fear is used to like make other people seem scarier.
Well, yeah. Yeah. We're asking a lot of people though.
We are. I know. And
really
like
hard.
you said, people are tired.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm not tired of, and that is my Caraway cookware and bakeware.
Oh my gosh. Love. You know, this is the thing. When we're talking about like all of this stuff, we gotta find what brings you joy, and you gotta lean into that. And you know what brings me joy? The seal that is made by the storage containers. Because that seal,
something she can rely on.
And you know what? I just like how they are made. Like I like that. I've bought storage containers in the past that have like the snaps and all that, and they hurt my fingers. They don't work, or there's like a little like rubber gasket that comes off thing. These
I hate those
don't
gaskets.
have that. I know, don't you? And they always get nasty. They get mildewy.
They're gross.
These
Sarah,
are so
true.
well designed. Like that is what, God, it's so worth it. When a product is well designed, it's so noticeable.
Yeah. And
okay,
this is
that's
a way
my big
this
speech.
is what you can use to make a meal and break bread with people and have normal conversations IRL too.
Yeah.
Because this is non-toxic cookware, bakeware. This is non-stick. They have a million colors, which reminds me, what are you? Yeah, you told me you're a Sage girl still.
Love it.
Okay, good.
Look what I'm wearing right now.
Oh, right. How could I ever question? But they are now getting the butcher blocks. They have the bar set that I hope Santa brings me. Oh my gosh, and the holidays are closer than ever. So get the gift for other people or your own gift in time. Visit carawayhome.com/braincandy10 to take advantage of the limited time offer for up to 20% off your next purchase. Again, that's carawayhome.com.
20?
Yeah. Tis a season. /Caraway or /braincandy10 to get new kitchenware before the holidays. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
Oh my gosh.
That article was in New York Mag, and it was called A Theory of Dumb.
Oh no.
That's bleak.
Yeah, you got to see the movie Idiocracy.
Oh, I know. This is the new Interstellar.
I know. I know. I know.
I know too.
Interstellar and Idiocracy.
For our 2000th episode, I'm gonna be
We're
watching
probably gonna watch both. We're gonna have a double feature. Yes, because it'll be like one option for the future or another option. It's good. Yes, it's like
interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
2 alternative timelines. That actually they pair very well together.
Well,
wait.
One like kind of annoying thing about the article about being dumb was that their IQ tests like different categories. There is one that rose, and it is in spatial reasoning.
I was gonna guess that.
Why?
Because we have more stuff.
Oh, you mean like physical objects?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that better because they said because what spatial reasoning involves is like the ability to mentally rotate 3D objects and what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But they just added in the article, which is crucial for playing Fortnite, as if to say, maybe that's why we're getting better at it. I think that's cynical. I don't know why we're getting better at that.
I think when I think that's interesting. I want to know why. I do feel like, why does my mind think it's just, I have more stuff to fit in a drawer, so I know how it works better?
Maybe that's why you're getting better at it.
Could be.
Yeah. They don't know either. I mean, it would all be speculative.
I love speculating, though. It's like one of my favorite
Yeah, it's your favorite thing.
I love speculating.
So
and I'm so often wrong. But I was talking about this with my brother, because my brother's about to finish up grad school for engineering, and we were talking about how far he's come in just the kind of person that he is, and how he was on our episode about conspiracy theories.
Yes.
My brother now is not a conspiracy theorist. He's like let me see the article, let me cite your sources. I'm going to have to see a peer-reviewed study for that. Like and that's what learning and going to school and being in an environment that demanded that did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's another place that's very boring.
Yes.
Like when you see how boring academia is, you realize
and his classes, oh, for fuck's sake, they're so boring.
Yeah, I mean, you start to realize like there's almost no chance that they are the problem.
Right. Yeah, you're like, no, these guys are not true. Yeah, exactly. That's so true. Oh, it's so boring. Fluids, a whole class on fluids. What?
Yeah, that's not for me.
No, that's not for me either. I just want these kind of fluids.
Okay. I mean, let me talk. I did watch this. Actually, this one was an article. I don't know how I got down some sort of rabbit hole about Auschwitz guards.
Oh, okay.
Or like Holocaust guards.
Yeah.
And I read an interview with a Holocaust guard, and it was from a while ago, obviously. I mean, most of them are dead, but it was such a bummer, but it does teach you, or it is insightful in terms of like how people can sort of justify or sort of not be haunted by their own depravity or sort of
the
tolerance
mind
of
will
it.
Work very hard to protect itself, and the thing that's so important for us is like making the right decision and like ensuring our own connection. And so we will change the stories in our mind to make it look like to prioritize those things.
I think you're right, obviously, and this is a very human thing. I just think so much about how much guilt I have about like the smallest things, like keep me up at night. And this guy seemed fucking fine. And so I don't know. I guess
I see what you mean by that, but I wonder if it's one of those things.
Yeah,
where
it's so big.
Yeah, and we may not even know, like the things that we've done that really do hurt people in that way. I think we might block our awareness of.
Oh my God! Right.
So much so that it's like kind of like how we talk about how crazy people don't know they're crazy kind of thing.
Yeah, like maybe we don't even realize the ways that we're similar.
Yeah, right. That we're blind to those, and it's only until somebody else and even when somebody does show it to us, we're so like we push back against it. It's cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
I know that because I see it all the time as a therapist.
Have you ever...
I've watched people like not be able to
see it. Have you ever met, whether it's a client or otherwise, have you ever encountered somebody, and I'm thinking a lot about the prisoners that I have spoken to, have you ever met somebody who says, I'm a bad person?
Yeah, and they're usually not bad people at all. They're always the really good people. They're like, that's the people who they think they're bad people.
Okay, right. Have you ever met a bad person who says they're a bad person?
One time I did.
That is such a refreshing thing.
And it was like I knew that he knew that I knew kind of thing. So I'll tell you the scenario. I was living in an apartment complex, and when I moved in there, before I moved in, the landlord or whoever owned the building let me know that one of the tenants, one of the other people in that little complex, there were only about like 8 little bungalows that all faced in, was a sex offender. And he was an old man. He was probably in his late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the story. I don't know anything. But I said to myself, if I'm going to, like, he seemed like at the age that whenever he was harmful or did anything, he's not harming me.
Yeah, yes.
It was a long time ago.
He's not a risk to you.
He's not a risk to me. He's not violent. Nothing like that right now. So
you could kick his ass.
I could kick his ass, right? I'm like, are you kidding? That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, this guy's 90 years old. I'm good. And this was in prime. I was like winning challenges and shit. I'm like, bring it
I can
on.
Take this guy.
Yeah, I was like, try me, kind of. So
right.
So I said to myself, like, I don't know what he must have come by. He brought me my mail or something like that.
Yeah.
And he introduced himself, and I knew who he was. And when he brought me his mail, I said, thank you so much. That was very gentlemanly of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to, like, feel him out in that, like, kind of compliment him in a way that I don't know why it felt.
You
like
want to keep that behavior going.
Yes, I'm gonna praise
Reward him.
Yes,
like
exactly,
a dog.
exactly.
Yes, it's a
Animal
good boy.
behavior 101.
Mm-hmm.
And his response was, "Well, that's not always the person I've been."
That's insane.
I know.
He's like dying to talk about it. What?
And I was like, well, I don't know what I said.
Old
I did
dog
not invite.
Waitresses.
Yeah, something like that. It's like, well, we all have a chance to do.
It's never too late to do the right thing.
Yes, something like that. So that is the only time I could think of where I have been face to face with somebody, but I haven't worked with people who are offenders in that way. That are doing anything that is bad, like, and again, I go back to what happened to you, not who are you.
I see. And maybe you could make the argument there's no such thing, I suppose. But I mean,
this is what
that's why people tend to go for the Hitler reference. People are often, will use that because I think if there ever was somebody who is horrific, he's a great reference.
Right.
And I know he didn't think he was bad.
Right.
And all the murderers, pedophiles, deviants I have talked to, not one of them, they often use that phrase like, that's not who I am.
Yeah, it's separated. Like, it's like they recognize that that's a part of them, but it's not who they are.
Which is like such an interesting. We all do it on a smaller scale,
and we do it all the time. And I do it. I work with that in therapy. This IFS parts work, and like it's very important to understand those different parts of us. We have a manager. We have this wounded part of us, this wounded child. We have a manager who is there to make sure that to protect the feelings of the wounded child. And then when those feelings get too intense and that wounded child and the manager can no longer protect them, We have a firefighter that just extinguishes all the feelings and numbs out by, whatever it may be, isolating, binging, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it is, you name it.
Well, this fella, he sort of reminded me of like certain elements were like BTK, where like he sent a letter, as a matter of fact, to Angela Merkel, the chancellor of Germany.
Wait, who the heck is this that we're talking about?
The Holocaust guard.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Thank you.
He was aggrieved because his sort of I think he lived in state housing or something, and it was his pension. The state had docked his pension by about $78 a month due to his violation of, quote, the principles of humanity during the Nazi period. So like this was sort of like
don't even tell me that he said
he was mad about it. $78.
Dude, I'm sorry, but he might just be a bad person.
And that's what was weird though, because it's like he hadn't done anything. Like he may be a sociopath, but he was a nonviolent one. There's no evidence that he ever shot anyone.
He is so cut off from empathy.
Something was broken down or never existed.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
Yeah.
For you to not understand $78 fucking dollars for all the.
He was like, "How dare you?" And
I can't with that.
Dare.
That seems like maybe you actually do believe those things, and you're just you signed up for that job. There's got to be some psycho people who sign up for the job because they want to be horrible people.
Yes, that's true. But and they would ask him, "Do you have guilt?" He would say no. You would think most people would just pretend.
Yeah, right. No, what's up with this?
He was like, "No, because I didn't do any of the shooting. I didn't ever hurt anybody. He was in like the tower. He was like watching over."
I have guilt for being on the fucking real world.
That's what I'm saying.
Reality television because of what has happened with the reality television president and all that.
Truly.
I'm so sorry. I know, Sean Duffy, Real World. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, for stuff you didn't even do.
Yeah.
Every night I go to bed and I'm like, well, I fucked up again.
God.
Honest to God. So he was describing they had a 12-hour shift. And they were like, crazy. What was that like for you? And he was like, it was so hot up there in the tower. And we had to stand all day in the sun.
Oh, did you? Boo-hoo.
He was like, when it was cold, we had to hop from one foot to the other. And it's just like,
it must have been really hard for the people.
Even if you felt that, to say it shows a disconnect, right?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that he is seriously suffering from some he's compartmentalized, or he's separated so much.
And he said that the majority of the guards really did feel a sense of anger towards the Jews for just existing because they had to do this job then.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I think that does not feel good, but I can hear, but good. Don't you think that there are some people who may be working for ICE who might say the same thing?
Yes, I do.
Who say, "Oh, yes, I hate that we have to do this, that we have to do this job." If
they didn't come in here.
Yes. And I
know,
really, that is a problem.
But otherwise, this was a person who was normal. He had a wife, he had kids, he was an architect. He was bad in the community.
Architects are crazy.
I know. It's like that one guy in Long Island.
I don't know about architects.
The Gilgo Beach murderer.
Yeah.
I don't know about, except you, Mike Brady.
You're fine.
He's fine. Anyway, I don't know. I do find it fascinating. I know it's weird, but whatevs. Okay. Last thing. I read this article in Airmail Weekly about
Airmail Weekly?
Yeah.
That sounds like the In-Flight magazine.
It's not. It's like it's like the New Yorker. But
I like that, but that's just fun.
I don't know why it's called that though.
It does sound like it.
Haven't you
should
ever
be in
heard
the
of like
back
Graydon Carter? I think it's like a New Yorkie thing, whatever. I don't know. But at any rate, it was about those like Instagram accounts that are like animals.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like pet influencers,
yeah,
basically.
Totally.
And it was hilarious because it is such a weird world of like, it's the pet.
But it's the owner. Right.
But it's the owner. And it's sort of like what it's like to maybe be their managers and stuff like that. And it was talking about, do you remember the iconic, and it's really the trailblazer, Grumpy Cat?
Oh, of course. I look like Grumpy Cat.
Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying I look like Grumpy Cat?
Yeah.
Because somebody did a split screen of me and Grumpy Cat when I got kicked out. I wake up in the morning. It is, Susie, you're going to be like,
the sad thing is, like,
Sarah
I could picture it.
is Grumpy Cat. Because I have like, it's my sleep face. It's my I just woke up face. It's really
so
fucking
bad.
funny.
It's really sad that like a cat can make so much money off of it and you get mocked.
I mean, how much did that cat make?
A lot. The cat refused to, not the cat, but the cat's owner. The cat refused to fly anything but first class, stay at 4-star hotels, and go in limousines.
I picture, you know how there was that fancy feast cat?
Yeah. Ding,
That's
ding,
it.
ding, ding,
Yeah. That's totally it.
Mm-hmm.
I am making adorable memes, so I don't know why, like...
Maybe we're just not tapping into that market.
Well,
like
yeah.
the bitter cat market. But...
if you're the person who created that, can you send it to me? Can you find that?
Somebody. Okay,
it exists out there.
We'll find it. But I don't know if you remember, but Grumpy's Christian name was Tater.
I do remember this.
What
I
was
actually do know this.
Wait, there was Tater. Hold on, I gotta find it.
I feel like I could have gotten that in a multiple choice.
Yeah, I could have been a multiple choice. What the fuck was it though? I want to find it so bad because it wasn't just Tater. It was like,
is it Tater Tot? Is
Tater Tot?
I mean, that usually
Grumpy
would
Cat's
be
real name.
his
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. That's it. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce.
Yeah, Grumpy Cat.
Well, if the choice was between tartar sauce or tater tot, I might have not gotten it right on a multiple choice.
Yeah, right. We should put that in our trivia. Tartar sauce, which is that's a good name for a cat, but also strange.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but that's the best name for cats.
And had really expensive tastes.
Man, that must mean they were cleaning up. Like,
no kidding.
Appearance when you're like one of the first. You're like the trailblazer pet influencer. You're getting paid. What do you think? What do you think in appearance? What do you think? What do you think Grumpy Cat's getting?
I think Tartar Grumpy sauce got like $100,000 or more per post.
What?
That's just for per post. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They make a lot of money. I should be putting my cats on show more.
Here's the thing. I always say that. It's like, oh, I should do that. The amount of work it fucking takes to do that.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job to edit videos, to do all that. I can remember the one video that I did for our live event took me 4 hours to do, and I was not even doing it good. I was just like, I'm going to just say,
some people are cut out for this.
I am. 4 hours plus the set, maybe more.
Grumpy, Tartar Grumpy sauce even got a wax figure at Madame Tussauds.
Wow, a grumpy one. That's funny. That's funny. It's like the original meme.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It was like a specific time in the internet, but My favorite part of the article, though, was they were interviewing various cat or pet influencers. And this one dog owner, whatever, whose dog is, I guess, a star on Instagram. And she was like, you know what really bothers me is like whenever they have like a get together with like all the influencer pets.
Yeah.
Like she was so mad because some of the influencer owners like want to social climb and like have their pet get a picture with her dog. She's like, then I gotta tag them all in it and like shout them out. It's
okay,
crazy.
That is crazy because here's the thing is she's saying all that stuff like that isn't what every single influencer everywhere ever does, but she's pretending like she's annoyed by it because it's the cat or like she has to deal with it. It's you, lady. It's you. You are the cat. It's not.
She's like, you know what I can't stand is all this social climbing.
Yeah, lady, what are you doing?
She's like, my dog has over 1 million followers. And they all want a picture with my dog. Their dogs want a picture with my dog. I'm like, you need to touch grass.
Yes. Yeah, that's too much. I can't with that.
She had a normal job that she was able to quit to do this. And you're complaining?
No, you can't complain. You can't complain. Some people might want to climb the social ladder.
You'll be fine. You'll have to tag them. You'll be all right. My grandpap worked in the steel mill.
My grandpap worked in the steel mill.
Like anytime I want to complain about, I gotta like podcast. I'm like, really?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My dad drove a goddamn bus. Do you think he loved it with all his heart?
Right.
It sucked.
No, right. Exactly.
Anywho, thanks for listening, everybody. But please use our codes so I don't have to do any of those jobs, please.
Right.
I know how
this is our
I
steel
am.
mill.
This is our bus stop.
Yeah.
And we are picking you up and saying, please use our codes.
Use our codes.
We'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye.